Welcome everybody, I am the Sorrow, and we're finally back with Draft League battling. Josh League, Season 1, first week, taken on, of course, the other Sun team in the league, coached by Squeaks. To give you a quick breakdown of what they have. We've got a Raging Bolt, Torkoal, Blaziken, Tentacruel, Bronzong, Ursaluna, Florges, Talonflame, Typhlosion, Hisui, Espeon, and a Brute Bonnet. Typhlosion and Raging Bolt are the Terra captains for this team. Again, this league does allow quite the nasty Terra captains, which will be interesting to say the least. Though, yeah, let's see what we can do here. Starting us off is our Walking Wake with an Assault Vest, just max speed, pretty much because I probably need it. No, but for real, it's because so this way I get a speed boost in the sun, with the timid nature I've got on there, and then just some HP, and then the rest just into special tech to be as strong as possible with Draco Meteor, Hydro Steam, Flamethrower, and Flip Turn for momentum, which is really, really nice. Gonna help me out a ton. Next up is our Heavy Duty Boots, specially defensive Ninetales. Flashfire actually is on purpose here. I'm expecting Squeaks to want to bring his Sun guys. If he doesn't, good for me, because I think actually outside of Sun I might have a bit of an advantage. I'm not too sure, but might be, could help a lot actually, so that's good. Yeah. Then Ninetales has Flamethrower, Psyshock is the edge hit to Tentacruel, basically because it's way frailer on the physical side, of course. Also hits Blaziken super effective. It's just a nice move to have here. Also got Encore and Baton Pass. Encore is cool if my opponent tries to go for protect stuff, I can Encore them in. Like if they try to set up, I can Encore them in. Got enough speed for a non-speed boosted Blaziken, basically. So if they protect the first time, I can just click Encore on their potential setup move, because they might want to set up on Ninetales with the Blaziken, so that's really, really good. And Baton Pass is to get the hell out of dodge. Flashfire is also really cheeky, because like Eruption from Terra Typhlosion in the Sun is scary. So Flashfire on this actually might come in really, really handy for me. So yeah, can't wait to see if this set can put in the work. Next up is our Loaded Dice Mamoswine. With Earthquake, Icicle Spear, Rock Blast, and Trailblaze. Yeah, basically the idea is simple. I did not want to be locked into a move this week, so Trailblaze, if I can get a Trailblaze off on something that tries to switch in on me, that's really, really good. Rock Blast hits the Talonflame, of course, super effectively. Icicle Spear and Earthquake are also just really good dual stab, and Icicle Spear can't miss, of course, so that's why that is here over Icicle Crash this week, and hence the Loaded Dice. Next up, we have our Wide Lens Terra Poison Victory Bell. Timid, enough speed to basically always be able to outrun like a +1 Blaziken in the Sun. Also a +2 Adamant Blaziken. I should outspeed in the Sun with this much speed with Sleep Powder, Giga Drain, Sludge Wave, and Growth. With the Wide Lens to basically get a better accuracy on Sleep Powder, so that's ought to be helpful. If I can put something, I can get a Growth off after, and then I hopefully can do quite the damage. Of course, the set falls apart if Torkoal doesn't show itself, but there's nothing I can do then, basically, so gotta wait and see. Next up, Heavy Duty Boots, Terra Fairy Chiyu, enough speed to always outrun the Typhlosion, Hisui, Dark Pulse Flamethrower, Psychic, and Terra Blast Fairy is just a really, really good set here. Just like Chiyu is just basically gonna come in, click move, get out. That's basically what we're after here, so that's good. Yeah. And last but not least, we have our physically defensive Scream Tail with a Rocky Helmet, Stealth Rock, Psychic, Wish, and Roar. Roar is cool, so I can get out like setting up, it's like a setup, like basically when it tries to set up on me, I can Roar out. I can put up a Wish, I can Psychic things like Tentacruel, Blaziken as well, of course. Just cut some really nice damage, and this is obviously Stealth Rock. Also, I think if I Roar as they go Espeon, I get to switch out, so that's also something to keep in mind. So yeah, gonna be really, really interesting to see what Squeaks and the Craighead County Crawdaunt will bring to the table here. And yeah, looking forward to the battle. I shall get connected to Squeaks right now, and then we shall see. And here we are, everybody, with our week 1 battle versus Squeaks. However, what you're gonna notice shortly, this is not my footage. I actually fucked up my recording, or it got corrupted, I don't know, but for some reason it's no good. Yeah, therefore we're here from Postcom. Yeah, so big shout out for Squeaks for sending me over their recording. Helps me out a ton to be actually able to get something out here. And yeah, cannot wait to show you all how this battle went down, because I actually think it was a pretty cool one. Yeah, I'm gonna see their perspective, which is also interesting for once. But yeah, as you will see shortly, what they have brought to this fight. Also, you maybe already saw it, but it was a bit too short, so yeah. Also, I'm sorry for my voice, I'm recording this yeah, in the morning. So I basically just got up and picked up my, yes, put it up my computer, sat down and recorded this, so yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, we're here. Again, big shout out to Squeaks for sending me their recording, so I have something to comment on and not have to, yeah, just sit there and be sad. Can't wait to be back and to show you again. Go check out Squeaks. Very kind guy to send me the stuff over. And yeah, basically just waiting on starting now. If you've seen the team builder, you see that I'm taking a big gamble in not bringing my sun mode. And as you can see, neither did they. Neither did they, I would say. Yeah, so that gamble didn't work out for me like at all. Yeah, but as you can see, they've got Raging Bolt, they got Blaziken, they've got Bronzong, Tentacruel, Talonflame, and the Florges. Yeah, lots of things that stand out to me, like Tentacruel probably is gonna, like, or of course I know now, but yeah, I figured Tentacruel might be Assault Vest or Black Sludge, especially defensive, just as a Chi-Yu switch in, because with Psychic, because Tentacruel actually is so tanky, it tanks Psychic from Chi-Yu rather well. Even if it's like even a super effective Psychic into it, it takes pretty well. So that's yeah, and as you can see, also the Bolts, Assault Vest, Life Orb, Blaziken, Lagging Tail Zong. You will see what that's about really soon. Scarf Florges actually caught me super off guard in this game. And yeah, just a standard boots Talonflame. As you can see, I've got the Walking Wake, the Victory Belt, the Ninetales, Chi-Yu, Mamoswine, and the Screamtail. If you want to know the sets, you can always skip, or if you skip the team builder, fair enough. If you want to know more about my sets, just check out the team builder down below. And yeah, let's see what they end up leading with here, and then we can finally get ourselves into the battle. I will also leave I'll put timestamps so you can skip all of this chatter if you want. So yeah, that's definitely something. If you're not interested in me rambling on about what we're seeing here, again, just feel free to skip over. Timestamps will be in the description down below, so you can just jump where you want to be. And now, without any further ado, let's get right into the battle. Squeaks versus Sorrow, Sun versus Sun, but no Sun at all. And there we go. As you can see, I'm leading the Walking Wake, and they are leading the Bronzong. Yeah, of course I could just stay in Flamethrower right away, but honestly, I think that would be stupid of me. So yeah, they're just gonna go right up for Trick. As you can see, I got Jeroboam, Psyshock, Stealth Rock, and Trick on this thing, which is a really cool. It's actually a really nice set, especially with the Lagging Tail leg. If they can trick me if they can trick this on one of my faster ones, I might be in trouble. But I'm just gonna flip turn on out, do 40 damage, so I know this is bulky. like probably just a Fizz Death Song. Based on the damage, I think is what I deduced from that. I hope I remember that correctly, but yeah, I think that's what my... Or at least, like, I couldn't obviously confirm full fast just because flip turn's a really weak move from my wake, but actually it kind of helps me here, so yeah. Like, basically... Yeah, as you can see, I'm just gonna go into Chi-Yu, which is not what I want at all. Get tricked, and I actually thought, like, in no way you body press. I actually predicted him to just set up rocks, and them giving me the lagging tail here is actually a really nice play by them. Gotta give him that. So very well done on your end, Squeaks. That was a really good tournament play. Yeah, and as you can see on Chi-Yu, Tentacruel will be their primary switch in, I would assume. Or Florges even. Oh, this thing's boots now, which is annoying. I got Stealth Rock on my Screamtail, which is to keep in mind. No, sorry about that. It's really early. As you can see, I'm just gonna go into my Victory Bell as the Tenta comes in. Also, I don't know if I said it in my team analysis. If you get the bonus points for everyone that gets the nickname theme on this team, of course there's always one exception on the team, which if you were watching the channel you might have figured out, but now that I already have one nickname on the squad, what it's for is not that important, but it's something I always have on the team. The rest is otherwise I'm basically always gonna pick up a nickname theme and stick with that during the season. And as you can see, I just put this Tentacruel to sleep with Victory Bell, which is good. So this thing will take a guaranteed snooze turn now. No, wait, actually I think I was faster, right? Yeah, I think I was faster. No, wait. Yeah, no, wait, no, yes, I was faster. I'm just Sludge Wave once here to check. Yeah, this looks very Assault Vest to me. Gonna say as much. You look very, very Assault Vest to me. So this thing has at least one turn of sleep burned right now. And for that matter, we will see what they want to go for next. Yeah, while they're thinking again, back to the nickname theme, I'm actually taking the genders of my Pokemon. If I do such themes, I take them rather seriously. So I actually went out of my way to catch like a male Victory Bell because it's important. I'm catching a female. I've got a female Mamoswine, etc., etc. As you can see, they're just gonna try to knock me again. I'm gonna just switch out back to my Chi-Yu. Yep. Basically what I'm hoping here is them knocking me off. Like, that was literally what I was hoping, and they do. So really nice of them to get rid of the lagging tail for me. So that actually helps me out so much here. Basically just makes it so that my Chi-Yu can move again. That's very, very good. And yeah, as you can see, they lock on the flip turn. Also, this battle was quite a while ago, so I'm actually not remembering everything I did. So actually, this is new for me as well, which is way interesting. Or way more interesting, I want to say. And as you can see, I'm just gonna throw off a Psychic into this and do not even half. So it's at this point I know this thing is AV as hell. So that's good to know. Probably, yeah, they're just gonna go into Florges here, which is whatever. Or are they? Actually thinking about going both, which is interesting. I mean, they could. This is also AV and really annoying. Like, I really like the Dragon Tail on this Mon. It's like such a smart bring. Of course, this set doesn't deal with like my Screamtail at all. They go into this. Yeah, they go Blaziken here. Basically, what I'm deciding to do here is just gonna read into Protect. Also, them not having Swords Dance on this makes my life significantly easier. And they actually just gonna go for a double switch here, as it looks like. Back to Zong, which would be fair, right? Or Florges also makes a lot of sense here in my opinion, because no way I'm staying with my Chi-Yu. This could be, like, in my head, this could still be a Scarf Blaziken, which I really, really, really do not want to take on. Also, Psychic doesn't always kill Blaziken from full. So, yeah. So basically what I wanted there was just to be safe, right? So they have their Florges in now. Also, I just want to say I love that Copycat on Florges. That's again such a cool set. Really enjoying out of the box moves like Copycat on Florges. If you want to know what they brought it for, I really recommend you watch Squeaks' side of the battle if they upload it. So I'm gonna link it, like it will be linked down below, of course. Or I should say Squeaks' channel will be linked down below, so you can have a look at it and watch their team builder. But I really like it. I'm just gonna double out with my Ninetales. They know I'm not Drought now, but I have a pretty safe victory bell into this Florges. They just throw up a Wish, which is fine. For me, I'm just gonna... They're gonna Tenta again, heal it back up, but I'm just gonna Sleep Powder anyways, right? They don't have a Sleep Powder switch in, like, at all. Also, fun fact, I'm actually recording this after my week 2 battle, so... you have something to look out for as well there. Yeah. Anyway, so we Sleep Powder again, we connect again. Wildlands, pretty good item in my opinion for this. Yeah, they get the Wish back, that's cool. Also, that this didn't heal the Tentacruel fully. And at the time, I did not notice that. But I should have. I really should have known that. Because that basically means that this Florges can't be max HP, I think. Because basically, Tentacruel doesn't have the greatest base HP stat, if I'm not wrong. And Florges, if it's HP invested, it should actually have healed it completely if the Tentacruel is over half. So I should have known that it's some form of non-max HP Florges. As you can see, I'm just gonna throw off my Terra Fairy here. So Terra Fairy Chi-Yu. It's such a beautiful Pokemon, really. Honestly, Chi-Yu is low-key my favorite of the Ruin Trio. I like all 4 of them, but at the end of the day, I think Chi-Yu is my favorite, closely followed by Chien-Pao. I'm not liking the tankier ones as much. Like, they're still cool, but Ting-Lu and Wo-Chien just don't hit the same way for me as Chien-Pao and Chi-Yu. Might be because quite literally these two hit like hell. Yeah, I'm gonna weaken this more, and they stay asleep, which is really, really good for me, because now they have to switch. They cannot stay in on this. Florges is a pretty obvious switch. Or actually you. But yeah, I think Florges is the better play, because it's so bulky on the special side naturally. So I think it makes a lot of sense for this to come out. Yeah, there it is. Florges comes out again. Also another beautiful shiny in my opinion. Florges just looks really good. I Dark Pulse there because I thought, yeah, if they go anything but Florges, I get a lot. They're contemplating Trick here, but I'm not sure if it gets you as much. So they're gonna click Wish. Or are they gonna click Wish here? It's actually interesting to see how they want to go about this. I think they should Wish. Also, I think they did Wish in the end. Yep, they lock in with the Wish, which is fair. And this is where it is. Oh wait, your Choice Scarfed. I flame this. Yep, beautiful. Because now they can either decide to let this get low, or to throw out something else into my move. I know another flamethrower won't KO, but I know you're locked in. So I'm pretty safe, I would say, to click Dark Pulse again. Right. Of course, they will get a lot of it back. But Talonflame, if I Dark Pulse correctly, should take a lot. I think I didn't do it because I don't even know what I was scared of. Also love the Overeat Talonflame, by the way. It's really something I wouldn't have seen coming. Like, I expected Brave Bird or, like, Flare Blitz. But Overeat, maybe if you look at my team, it makes sense, right? Like, it just blows up something. Special attack and attack for Talonflame are not that far apart, actually. And in the sun, this Overeat actually hits really absurdly hard. As you can see, they bring out their tray, which is the Talonflame. I think I Terra Blasted. Yeah, actually, and I actually did make the Dark Pulse prediction, and you can see how much damage that just did. That just did so much damage. Even with the Wish, they're still in range of another. Yeah, U-turn makes sense here, I think. Or Roost even. Like, I'm in a position here where I'm fine with either. Like, of course, had I known this set before, and I knew Mamoswine was just free right now. But we don't have to take risks here already. So I'm just gonna get him a Screamtail here. So say hello to Screamtail. I have to just U-turn out, which is fair. They take Helmet Chip, which is beautiful. So I think back to below half they go, or at least very close to half. Actually, pretty much half, a bit more. But yeah, this Talonflame still has to roost eventually. Yeah, if they wanna go Song, that's whatever with me, honestly. So Song comes in, we notice his boots, and I think this might actually just the turn where we trade Stealth Rock, if I'm gonna be honest here. So basically, what's gonna happen here, I think, is I'm gonna throw up rocks, they're gonna throw them right back. Yeah, there we go. Just trade Stealth Rock, which is fine. The Tentacruel is still asleep, so we've seen that they have defog on Talonflame, so if they want to get rid of them, they have to defog with Talonflame. Very important. Also important, I can't sleep powder anything with Victory Bell at the moment because, of course, the Tentacruel is still sleeping. They might throw off a Gyro. Like, you've seen they've got Gyro Ball. I've ran some calcs for this Gyro Ball, and basically what I found is Screamtail doesn't even take half from that. So, yeah. And I think I'm about going Blaziken, but Blaziken, again, without Sword Stance, does not break me. But, like, I have my Screamtail set up in a way. Yeah, as you can see, this comes out. This is whatever. This can't touch me at all. My Wish comes out. I think this is a point where I'm just was like, yeah, if we want to roost, right? Yeah, if they I think if they overheated there, that would have been a terrible play. They're just gonna roost, take one roost. Actually, I was, and I'm just gonna roar them out because I don't want to deal with that. So basically, you will. Little heads up, you will probably see a lot of Screamtail doing stuff like this. I get my Wish, which heals me back to full, but doesn't matter. Also, dragging this out is really, really good. I'm faster because they're like super, like they're max per death AV to take hits from GU, of course. Yeah, so this does not live. Like, I have Psychic on Screamtail. Psychic does barely enough, but it does enough to kill this. Probably should have ran Psy Shock in hindsight, but oh well. Because Blaziken, I think, is equally frail on both sides, and this is just super spideffy. And they can, of course, just go Zong again, which is whatever. Honestly, I don't mind Zong as much. Yeah, they send out the Zong again. And I'm just gonna throw up a Psychic, which will do nothing and Honestly, if this thing was leftovers, I think it would have been way more annoying. But basically, outside of Florges, I know the damage on this is permanent. I have to wish it up with Florges, which, again, me knowing Florges is scarfed gives me like a lot of leeway into like it gives me a lot of tools, basically, I should rather say, because I know it's scarfed. I can play around that. I'm just gonna throw a wish. And as you will see, Gyro Ball comes out. Does a good amount, but not too much. They take Helmet Chip again, which is beautiful. Yeah, and with me having Wish and them only having so many Gyro Balls and them taking damage every turn, I think they should know that this is not... Like, it's an exchange, but it's not necessarily a very good one. Is what I'm getting at here. Again, if you don't want to watch... If you don't want to watch my team builder, or if you don't watch team builders because you just want to see battles, it's fine. I also put the poke paste of my team I brought this week down in the description, as I always do. So if you just want to take a quick peek at the team without watching me ramble on about it for 5 minutes, that's another option you have. Yeah, and as you can see, I've got 2 Pokemon Ravelo. I think they're just gyroing again, which is whatever. Gyro comes out, they take... Like, at this point, I just want to whittle this thing down because it's annoying for me to deal with. Gonna get this out of here. Yeah, this gets out. Let's see who we were in here. There's the Talonflame, which is whatever. Get my wish back. Beautiful. Like, for me, basically the plan is to just keep Screamtail healthy, right? Like, I know they want to U-turn here. Again, Overheat doesn't do much for you, I think, here, because Screamtail is just so tanky. Yeah, they U-turn on me, which is whatever. Take Helmet Chip. Honestly, I think Rocky Helmet this game did so much damage. Like 1/6 every time something gets hit by it, right? So I think like I already got like 3 or 4 procs that already like was almost like it's 2/3 of a Pokemon's HP. Yeah, Wish comes out again. They can gyro. Actually, they tricked me here. Yeah, they tricked me here to take my helmet, I think, but honestly, that's fine. Because that also means that Song takes 6% of rocks on entry always. So, I'm not mad with getting boots on my Screamtail. I'm gonna switch. What did I switch to here? Rachel, that's... Oh, that's Ninetales. Yeah, so... Alright, yeah. Yeah, I completely forgot that. But yeah, basically what you're gonna see here. We just, like... yeah, I'll take your boots, you'll take mine. So we got boots for boots. Which is kinda hilarious, honestly. Man, I really love shiny Ninetales. It's such a beautiful shiny, really. Such a beautiful shiny. Actually, like, there was this, like, the Chiyu event was running at the time, where, like, the Terror Raid shiny Chiyu, and I think I caught like 10 shiny Vulpix just to be able to sport the shiny Ninetales every week. Because for this league, I'm not genning, I'm actually putting the Pokemon together myself. Main reason for that being I have a lot of resources accumulated in game and I kind of want to use them before the games go out of order, probably next year with Gen 10. But yeah, so that's basically where I'm coming from, right? Yeah, really liking Scarlet, and like, if I have the resources, might as well use them. Not let them go to waste, because I've spent so many hours in this game grinding raids and stuff. So yeah, that's basically why we're going for this. Like, if I'm doing multiple leagues at once, I will gen in one of them for at least. So I'm not always putting my doing my own Pokemon, but these are all my own. As Talonflame just U-turns out on me. As you can see, their team is getting pretty chipped already, which is good. Yeah, they're gonna go Blaziken on me, I suppose. Or they should go Blaziken on me, I should say. Let's see. Yeah, so I think if I remember correctly, Blaziken should come out here. Also, I might have thought about Roar on Ninetales as well, right? Actually, gonna go Bolt on me. Say a little feedback. Gotta take Rock, so I know it's not Boots, which is beautiful. And we're just gonna Baton Pass right on out. Yeah, also for this league, Baton Pass is allowed to just switch. You may not pass substitutes, you may not pass stats, but you like, or say you may not pass purposefully gotten stat buffs. Like if I had like say a Defiant Mon got intimidated and Baton Pass on the turn, I did that. I think that's fine. What's not fine, of course, is what's not fine, of course, would be if I like Sword Stand and Baton Pass that. Also, if I get Defiant boosted, like the +1 attack that results out of that, and I Baton Pass a turn after I got intimidated, then that's obviously not allowed. So basically, it comes down to yeah, how the stat buff happens, of course. Like if you switch an Intimidator on a Defiant one, I think it's kinda on you. But yeah. My opponent's gonna Terra up here with their Raging Bolt. Terra Water, which is a really smart bring. Makes it so my Chiyu isn't nearly as free. Also, Raging Bolt is such a good Pokemon. I'm just gonna flip turn on you, get some chip. I'm not gonna eat a Draco to my face. I think I'm just gonna go back to Ninetales on this, honestly. Because without Sun up by them, no Typhlosion, like because Ninetales was my main Typhlosion answer, like a Terra Fire Eruption Typhlosion Hisui in the Sun, is just stupid. Yeah, we're gonna take the Draco here, we're gonna take a lot of damage, but it's actually fine. Like, that could have been way worse. They're at -2 special attack now, so Ninetales actually, I think, takes a Volt Switch from the range it's at. So like Spadef Ninetales is still really, really good here, so like I'm a max Spadef Ninetales, right? So not as much they can do, in my opinion. Yeah, again, they're gonna Volt out. I really should have put Morning Sun on the set, I'm gonna be real. But yeah. Let's see what's gonna happen there. I'm just gonna throw for Psyshock to get some chip damage done, basically. Yep. It isn't much, but it's honest work. Like, Ninetales is pretty weak. Yeah, as you can see, we tanked that. So this goes out. We'll take Rocks on re-entry, which is beautiful. So it's probably gonna be, yeah, about half, a bit more. I think you always go Blaziken now. Or Florges to try and throw for Wish, honestly, like one of the two, I think. But let's see, who's about to come out? I don't think it's Bronzong ever, right? Because I could still have Flamethrower. But yeah, there's the stupid Blaziken. We'll take Rocks though. Also, the shiny of this is so underwhelming. I can't help myself. I'm sorry. Yeah, they're gonna protect, which honestly, fine. Basically, I think at this point I'm just sacking Ninetales. Yeah, basically what I've clicked Encore there if they Sword Stance that turn, or like. Basically, even like me showing Encore there basically means for them that if they get Canada SD on me, they have to kill me here, and now I get to bring my Screamtail out. Basically, is what happens here. Like, yeah, they also Life Orb revealed, beautiful. I know Speed Boost, but this also already has taken 70, almost 70 damage. Here comes my Screamtail again. I'm Boots. Wait, I'm not Boots. I'm still Helmet, so that's fine. Yeah, basically, I think what they should do here, I think they should have flare blitzed me raw. I'ma be real, because if they get rid of this, I mean, actually, like from this range, even adamant flare blitz Blaziken doesn't kill me. Because I'm like max Fizdev on this right, like I'm super tanky. If they had Sword Stands, they know I have Roar, so I can just would just roar them out. So I think basically, although they're up a Mon, I think I'm still in good shape here. Because basically with everything getting chipped, my plan right now is basically to get everything in range of Trailblaze Mammo. If I get things in range of Trailblaze Mammo, it just cleans this team. If I think I need like 1 or 2 more rounds of Stealth Rock on the Walking Wake. Yeah, they go into Florges here, which is whatever. And I just roar them out again. Not gonna play this game at all. And Blaziken comes right back out, which is beautiful. Takes another round of Stealth Rock, so over 100 damage done to this already. And if they can't heal this up with their Florges, I'm in a really good spot. Bronzong, I think, makes a lot of sense here. Again, me just sitting there spamming Roar might not be the most honorable strategy, I'm gonna be honest, but it's one that works. It certainly is one that works, and this time I actually didn't roar, I just threw off a wish. Because I still have my helmet. I still have a wish up. I know I always live this. I go pretty low. A crit, of course, would end me here, but yeah. I'm getting you out. Still, this is a net positive for me, right? Just with the wish, I'm getting more back than I just lost. Talonflame coming out is not the best, but it's whatever. Because my assumption this wants to either U-turn or roost on me if it Brave Birds or Flare Blitzes, because again I didn't know it had Overheat. They're just gonna defog, which is cool. It's cool by me. Getting rid of the rocks makes sense for them because my team doesn't care about them like at all because I'm not switching as much. Like me just being able to sit there with this absurdly fat Pokemon helps me out a bunch. Also, I think here I have a pretty free turn of just resetting rocks, right? Yeah, they take another round of helmet chip, so this gets even lower. Again, plan is just chip everything down so Mamoswine can come in, Trailblaze up on something, and then just run Roughshot. That's what the plan was. So yeah, as you can see, Stuff Rock will right back up. No reason not to rock up again. Got my Mamoswine in the back, which looks amazing. Screamtail is back at full. This thing is like the most annoying thing, and I think it's this turn where I let them take my helmet. It's fine. Don't think I need a helmet anymore. It did its job. Right. Actually, no, I'm not gonna do that. Let's see. Ah, they're gonna take my AV and give me boots. Oh well. That's alright. Yeah, so they get my Assault Vest, which is actually better for me, I think, because this thing can set up rocks now, or trick me again, for that matter. So giving them this is really good. Actually, I thought I lost my helmet on Screamtail at some point, but I clearly got that wrong. Kenta should take another round of rocks, but just dies after. And it seems like they just want to stay in this time. Because honestly, they don't have the best Wake Switch-ins anymore. I'm just gonna throw off the Hydro Steam here. They're actually gonna tank it because... Holy smokes. Because they just got the AV, of course. Psyshock comes off. Yeah, it does a bit of damage. It's fine. I think at this point is where we finally will get something to die. Because like this battle is going on for quite some time already. Or are they gonna save you? No. The turn kills, beautiful. So we get rid of Bronx, and Walking Wake picks off the first KO of the season for the team. I get to reposition here, which is good, because I'm not letting like the Raging Bolt in for free. Yeah, so that's basically the thought behind that. Obviously losing AV is bad, because now I'm in potential danger of a Thunderclap. If they have that, but yeah, Screamtail just will come back out. Like, yeah, go into your Florges, whatever. I'm fine with that. Wish something up if you want. Like, this takes a lot. They might, yeah, they want to trick me here, I think. I know this is Scarfed. Like, there is no way I'm gonna let my my Screamtail get tricked. No way. I'm not risking that. I'm just gonna throw out my Chiyu here, because I think I should live a Moonblast. As you can see, they tricked me. And as you might know, I got knocked, so they get nothing. I get a Scarf. And I'm not mad about that at all. I'm taking the Scarf. Gladly. Because their switch-ins are very, very limited. Like, this is in danger of a Dark Pulse flinch right now. They could stay in, of course. Which would be smart. I'm gonna give them that. It would be smart for them to stay in, probably. But yeah, I don't know. Like look at the state of their team at this point. It looks really, really awful. Like, you've got the Florges lost its Scarf, so it's not as fast anymore. Yeah, they switch out here. They're gonna take another round of rocks on re-entry. Kitray, that's again Talonflame, as we saw. Beautiful, shiny, by the way. I Terra Blasted there. And because Terra Blast Fairy is really good, and I know Terra Blast Fairy 2-hit KO is basically everything that's there. I know this thing dies, I know I'm faster than this, because there is no way in hell. Yeah, I think they think about what switch they can make, but honestly I don't think there is any. I don't think there is any. So Chiyu, Terra Blasts down the Talonflame. Bop. And this basically means rocks are there to stay, because you can't go Tenta, it's asleep, and again, I don't think you die to rocks. I don't know no, 10% is 36. Actually, I think you do. Like, you take 12.5. I think this might be that to rocks. I'm not too sure though. No, but I don't think you live that actually. I think it should take 40. Right? Actually, it's really close. I am like, my math is not good enough to calculate this from the top of my head, but yeah, let's just. I'm just gonna send a Victory Bell tank to Draco, which Victory Bell actually lived. Yeah, the thing is, Victory Bell without my opponent having Sun isn't nearly as useful. So yeah, I'm totally fine with sacking that here. I know I can Sleep Powder, of course, because the Blaziken's still asleep, and because the Tenta is still asleep. It's like it's really smart for them to keep that around, basically, right? Because if they sacked it, I could just Sleep Powder something again with the Victory Bell, on like a switch in. Like, the Bolt is -2 in special attack now. Of course, can still pick me off. But yeah, I think at this point they're pretty behind. They need to make some plays. And if I had Strength Step on this Victory Bell, by the way, it would be so golden. But obviously I don't. Yeah, so I'm doubling out here, predicting them to double out, and I'm gonna go Mammal here. Bring out Mamoswine for the first time, by the way. Beautiful, beautiful shiny. I really like the green. Also, I really like Mamoswine. It's one of my all-time favorite Pokemon. Not only in draft, but in general. Because it does what I like the most of a Pokemon. It hits absurdly, absurdly hard. Yeah, I mean, Protect by them here is obvious. I'm just gonna double out. I'm not gonna... Basically, my line of thought was if they stayed in with Bolt to pick off Victory Bell, I can just Trailblaze up on it, because at -2 Dragon moves don't do much. They could, of course, then Dragon Tail me, but yeah. Also, and as you can see, they are gonna throw off F Flablets here, which I'm at full HP Screamtail, which is basically only here again for this. As you can see, I don't take half from an Adamant Glaze. They take Rocky Helmet. They take Recoil. They take Life Orb. I use Wish. And this thing's basically dead. Like, this is dead in any way, shape, or form. Yeah, if like, they really have to make some plays to come back from this. I can totally see the knockoff, honestly. Try to get rid of my item, finally. The thing is, at this point, I think they only have special attackers left, so it doesn't even matter if they get rid of my helmet. I think close combat is the most... Like, if you want to make a play, I think UCC here. If you say, yeah, I think, yeah, good play, Squeaks. I actually did not expect them to CC me there. Yeah, they're gonna get the CC into my Walking Wake, which basically means a double down here. Walking Wake, like, I think kills are counted here in this league that if a Pokemon feigns to like recoil or Life Orb, like basically on its own, the thing that it faced down gets awarded the KO. So Walking Wake gets awarded the KO for Blaziken fainting to Life Orb. And now it looks really dire for my opponent. Like, what do you even go into it here? I don't think it matters much what they go into. If they go both, I bring Mamoswine back out and clean with that. I think if they go, actually, I think if they go anything, I bring Mamoswine back out, or I could have brought Mamoswine out. Let's see though. Yeah, they go Bolt. I think Bolt is too healthy at this point, so I can't knock it out with Trailblaze and win. I'm just gonna go Victory Bell, see what they want to do. There's the Bolt. Take another round of rocks, which I'm all for. I think Victory Bells, unfortunately, gotta go down here. Yep, they Thunderclap me. Basically, I wasn't sure if they would Thunderclap there. Again, I couldn't Sleep Powder. I could have probably doubled to Mamo, but yeah, why would I don't have to, basically, right? And let's see. However, I think Screamtail just wins. Because I know Thunderclap, I know Voltage, I know like Draco Meteor. I think I know everything. So yeah, we're gonna send out Janice here. Because Janice doesn't care at all. They're gonna Volt. Just gonna Psychic. Get some chip. That didn't do as much. That's whatever. So basically, I think Florgus gotta come in now. Yep, there's the Florgus. Comes in. Takes the Stealth Rock again down to 42. They might want to throw up a last-ditch effort wish, but Psychic comes out and gets the KO. So Screamtail picks up a KO. Beautiful. Got 2 for Wake, got 1 for TU, got 1 for Screamtail. Yeah, I mean, you only have the Raging Bolt left with no way to heal it up. At this point, everything is in range of Mamoswine anyway, right? So there is honestly not that much you can do still. Yeah, so but yeah, Psychic. Basically, I'm just spamming Psychic here. Another one kills. Yeah, they Drake me here. They had to make a play, right? They had to make this play. I think it's fair play. You have to make this play. Again, they could Thunderclap. But then Mammo Swine just kills the last two. If Tenta even lives rocks, right? So, which I don't think it does. Based on my head calc, but might be wrong. Like 2.5 out of 36 is like what? 1% is 3.67 point. Yeah, no, I think it's dead to rocks. Should be dead to rocks. I think it should be dead to rocks, right? I think it should. Actually, I don't know if it lived one or if I had to psychic it down. They make the Volt Switch play like. Again, if you Thunderclap, yeah, go Mammo Swine and clean up with that. This way, my Screamtail just gets to clean up. So yeah, Screamtail kills the Raging Bolt. Picks off a second KO. And then there's only a sleeping low HP Tentacruel left, which is outspared by Screamtail. It comes in, and it actually dies to rock, so yeah, my calc there was correct. We get the KO on the Tentacruel, taking a 3-0 victory in week 1. Shout out to Screamtail for being the absolute GOAT you are. Again, big shout out to Squeaks for sending me over their recording, so I have something to show for y'all. His channel is linked down below, so please go check him out. Yeah. Again, please, if you haven't done already, consider subscribing to the channel. It helps me out a bunch, keeps me motivated to make these kinds of videos. Of course, comment down below. Actually, tell me how much did you like the Screamtail performance this game, because honestly, that one is goated. Yeah, also like the video. Again, check out Squeaks. Thank you all for watching, and until next week, guys, have a good one.